go, family. Let's go. How y'all doing today? Man, oh, I gotta sign in. That's messed up. Okay, let's log in. Alright, let's get the stream popping off. Alright. Time for Gye-Nyame Journey, family. Daily Toast. Rise and shine. I say rise and shine because you are a star. You are a star. Yes, you are. Good morning to each and every last one of you. We're about to blast off this morning. Real quick, we are up on Facebook, stream.me, Periscope. Let's see if we can get the chat up. Let me renew my feed on Daily Toast. Let me renew my feed. Okay, now, yeah, let's do that. Alright, we up on Spreaker. Yeah, we're streaming on Spreaker. It look alright, I don't know. Maybe there's a bad connection or something. Check 1, check 2. Okay, we on Spreaker. Good morning. Great day. Great Ujamaa to you. As you know, it's a green day for us. Our chat is up. Let's see if anybody's on Gye-Nyame Journey this morning. So, I'm downstairs. I'm going through my little ambrosia paces. I didn't feel like doing it last night. I come home sometimes be with the way that the way I'm doing things. Because part of the idea that I'm working with is trying to help spread the culture, the Millennium Way, throughout the school, being proactive about it rather than trying to be reactive. So I'm going around and I'm teaching breathing techniques and talking about the principles by way of folk tales. And I had to be real creative with the young people, so I have to, like I say, move your body every day. So it's like every day I'm going through breathing exercises and movements for most of the periods. It's just when I get to middle school, I try to do a little bit with the philosophy. I'm just now getting into the breathing techniques with the middle schoolers, and that's very difficult because they are, some of them are like all knowing. You know the teenage years. Come on, y'all know when you was a teenager. You know, you at the all knowing state. I know all, Mr. Brown, you can't tell me nothing, or they find little holes to ask their questions. It's just like little holes, so you see the lights coming on, but you like, sometimes it's good to just listen, and then get the whole piece, or follow my story before you want to ask questions, So if I tell a folk tale, they be like, now this is middle school. Was there a time animals really talked? Dude, I done told this story to kindergartner. I done told this story to the first grade. You really want to stop and have the discussion about whether or not there was a time where animals really could talk. So it's like they find a little holes and some of them is like, because it's we have fallen into a comedic state. I ain't even gonna say we. I'm gonna say I remember during my adolescence, during the period of my changing and me getting to feel me. For example, let me give you one of the stories. is a story called The Crow and the Raven. The Crow and the Raven. Right? I know, like, yeah, like, but Tim, this is not folk tale for grown folks. I'm gonna keep it clean. Right? I'm not gonna have a discussion, but The Crow and the Raven. So, I changed the stories because, like, when you tell these stories, one of the beautiful things about Aesop is that it's so old that it's yours, right? So, you let people know this is one of Aesop fables, but during ancient times, the raven was admired. The raven was seen as a bird of omen, of good omen. When you saw the raven, you got excited. At least this is what the old folks tell me. And the raven was praised by men. I mean, because the raven had divine connections, according to some of the mythic stories. All over the world, the raven had divine connections. But the crow, no, the crow was seen as a thief. Even though the crow and the raven look very similar, and they are related. You know what I'm saying? Just slight differences in the size and slight differences in the color and the effects of the feathers. They all for all intents and purposes almost the same damn bird. But the crow is seen as a thief, is seen as a bothersome bird, even though he eat the same thing as the raven do. The crow like corn, the raven like corn. You know what I'm saying? The crow like dead things, the raven like dead things. I mean, it's very little difference between these birds. But the whole world is hating on the crow and talking about the crow and making the crow feel less than. So the crow, listening to all this, internalized all of this and figures the best thing that he can do is become a raven. Now, although they're very similar, they're different enough that you will be able to look and be like, you're not a raven. But this crow was convinced that the best move for him was to become a raven, when in fact he could not become a raven. So one day he saw some travelers and he said, this is my chance to make my announcement to the world that I am now a raven. So he does his little call. Go! So the travelers stop and be like, oh my God. See, the raven and the crow are so close that even the sounds are very similar. And he took pause and he said, that may be a raven. This journey is going to be very successful because, like I told you, the raven is a sign of good luck. Go! Oh, man, where the raven at? Which direction is he flying in? Because we might have to travel in that direction, So the crow getting excited because he see the men's excitement, jumps up and start flying proudly, and lands and wants everybody to see his new transformation. Go! And the men look up. Say, man, that ain't no damn right. That's one of them damn crows. Let's go. Now, telling you that story because that's the way many of us operate. We figure, although we all are human, I could be something else. I could be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a raven. When the question that we have to wrestle with, what made the crow feel bad? Was the crow born feeling less than? I don't think so. I think the world made the crow feel less than. And the crow received and believed the world's analysis of him and decided to be something else. But the underlying piece is that, until we accept who we are, be who we are, you know what I'm saying? We are going to fall into the trap of the crow, where we're always going to be disappointed because people are always going to be able to, no matter how you make your crow sound, or no matter how you fly or try to hide in the sun, who you are will always eventually reveal itself. So stop trying to hide. Stop trying to hide, family. All right, yo, check this out. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I need to let you know that you are standing in the congregation of the mighty, and this is GNJ Media. Girl, you are up this morning. Great job, anime. All right. Also, this is a Heart of December production, and this is the Daily Toast. Strive to blow up your old paradigms. If you have not taken a sip of water, I would advise you to drink your water now. Get your water now.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath, man. Drink. What should I say? Breathe, then drink. Pop your cap and drink some water. Pop your cap and drink some water. Pop the cap and drink some water. Just drink some water. Drink. Or should I say, raise, lift, then drink. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Just move your body. Drink. Lift your glass, toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Just raise your glass. Oh my God. Drink. Oh my God. Now I know what's wrong. Drink. Alright. I figured I was wrong. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, I'm sorry. I have to shut down. Sprinkler, hang in there for a second. I know what's up. I will return. Give me a second. What was wrong with my stream? I didn't change the title. I got to remember to change the title. I forgot to change the title. It is Daily Toast. Oh, man. But this guy, I thought I changed it yesterday morning, too. Um, 10, 25, 182. Alright. Let's update all. Let's restream, right? So, I know people are like, what's going on? But I did, because it was streaming with an old name. I don't understand. I got to go on and figure this out. So, we streaming once again. We back up. Let's see if it adjusted. Cool, Daily Toast. Alright, family, look, I've been toasting for a while, but the issue was I was up under folk tales for grown folks. I don't understand why it would still have me under folk tales for grown folks when I know yesterday I was streaming under, because I didn't do it. Did I do a show? Today is Ujamaa. So I didn't do a show last night. So I did a show in between this, but it won't show me the show I did in between this now. This is ridiculous. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go back and check my videos because I need to make sure my dates are right. Because like I said, so we got folk tales for grown folks. Come on. Alright, but it don't matter, right? So let's go and drink our water. Just drink your water. And we are on Ujamaa, great Ujamaa to each of y'all. So tonight, I may be a little bit late because we have a harvest festival. But I think we're gonna do this. I'm planning on doing the show tonight. Let's go and read through the Proverbs for today. The Proverbs for the day. We are on day 46. Wisdom is nothing but a preparation of the soul, a capacity, a secret art of thinking, feeling, and breathing thoughts of unity at every moment of life. That's by a dude by the name of Herman Hesse. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. That's another one from Mark Twain. And it's from the Musai. Little by little, the bird builds its nest. Little by little, the bird builds its nest. I like that one. I like that one. Right? Actually, tonight is going to be some powerful conversation. So make sure that you are in the place to be. The black signal will be going out. So make sure that you are on the receiving end, family. Make sure that you are prepared for the conversation. So once again, I will read them for you. We have, wisdom is nothing but a preparation of the soul, a capacity, a secret art of thinking, feeling, and breathing thoughts of unity at every moment of life. Kindness, and that's from Herman Hesse. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Mark Twain. And the Mosai, little by little, the bird builds its nest. Alright. I think we're going to have a nice show tonight. Matter of fact, I know we're going to have a nice show tonight. You know, so come on out, show out, share your wisdom. Let's get it. I'm just trying to, is my chat up? My chat is up. I'm streaming on I'm streaming real good right now. Alright, family, so now we need some water drinking music so we can get this toast up and popping. I already did the water song on other, so you catch. I'm sorry, I did not change the title, and when I don't change the title, it kind of messes up my archive, at least on Facebook, because I have two up under the same title, and I don't want to do that. So, you know, trying to keep it 100, as they say, right? So, let's go on and, but I had it right on Spreaker. So I'm gonna go and drink this water. I'm gonna find y'all some drinking music. Well, I can't find no drinking music because something happened to my, oh my God. Did I? I must have closed that out. All right. So you're going to have to imagine some drinking music. Come on, let's drink. And did you even do some work this morning?
Yeah.
What you working on now?
The same thing.
I mean, cleavage. Are you making progress at least?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You do it in class too.
I am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent sinner. I pledge to find and connect with my sinner. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warrior to assist all those seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, to teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is the Gye-Nyame pledge that is said by all of our true members at least once a day. Peace and welcome to our YouTube channel. Check out our videos and podcasts. Subscribe as well as join the journey. Push past your self-imposed limitations within the Gye-Nyame journey. Peace.
Now, I don't know if some of y'all can remember. Speaker, I know y'all can't see this, so I need you to use your imagination. So, I showed y'all the T, and I want you to see the transformation here. Now, I don't have the T, and I should have kept the damn T so I could have showed you. But I want you to look at the difference. Now, this is unfiltered. Y'all know I like mine's unfiltered, right? But I know y'all like y'all filtered. So, I'm filtering, and I will be having batches available soon. I'm planning to take this one out tonight or possibly tomorrow because Nias are real good for me as far as the energy is up because like I said, sometimes, like I said, I'll be wore down from doing all that stuff at the school. But just I want you to look at the difference in the color. Hey, there's nothing like young ambrosia. Yep, it got floaties in it and stuff like that, but shit. Alright. There's nothing like young ambrosia. Oh, God. See, because there's a point that I want to capture for all the people that sit with me, right? A point where just enough honey has been consumed for the colony to grow. Just enough has been turned, but it's stare and the honey is, for lack of a better term, open. And it's like you can smell. It's like a flowery smell of life going on in your glass. And this is the point that I want everybody to be able to enjoy the drink, right? But you would have to basically almost brew it yourself, because if I was to bottle this right here like this, and you were to get it in no less than 12 hours, when you took the top off, all of it would be everywhere. I mean, it wouldn't even be able, I don't even think you would be able to control it by even capping it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's the nature of the beast. Or should I say that's the nature of that that drink of immortality, right? All right, family. So first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute the all in all, the potent center, right? We lift up our glass and we toast the Creator by whatever name, once again, that you choose, and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on to our powerful and our glorious list of our ancestors, and we celebrate those who came before us, those who gave us love when they didn't have to, those that fed us when they didn't necessarily have to. You know, because America been training people to be, it's all about you, right? So we want to celebrate those, especially those that loved us when they didn't have to. Now, some of people have to love you because they family, you know what I mean, in a sense that we believe they have to love you. But what about those that took time out of their life for you when they didn't have to? Isn't that another reason I didn't get down to my ambrosia last night was I was going down memory lane, so I was looking at some of my old blogs, and I found a few of my old blogs and some of my old podcasts that I posted up. And I don't know how I ended up on that, but I know what happened. I was listening to somebody, and they was talking about, you know, they Google people, and they Google to see if their wife is white or whatever. So you type your name. So I type my name in, Hatim. Type Hatim in, right? Boom. Look at what popped up. All my old articles popped up. Then I typed in Hatim's wife, and an article popped up that mentioned Hatim's wife. There's no pictures, but an article popped up that mentioned my wife. And I went to the article, and the article was an old story that I did when my grandfather was dying. So I started reading what was going on during that time, and I read another one. I just sat there and I was like, man, damn. Then I found an interview, found some interviews, and I found some radio shows, and I just started sharing them. But anyway, remember, and I don't know how I got on that, but, you know, celebrating those today that loved us when they didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? They chose to love us. That's a special type of love, family. You know what I'm saying? That's a special type of time. Oh, and I got on that because also I found an article about Nomo, and some of the other men that kind of circled me in my growth. You know what I'm saying? From like, you know, cause from like, damn, really my whole life, I've been surrounded by men who chose. You know what I'm saying? Not that I chose, but men that chose to stand up for me. And I just need them to know they will never be forgotten. And their name is going to be shot down through the generations because, like I said, right now my kids see me doing this all the time, and they be asking about people on the list, and I would have to be like, baby, that's somebody else's ancestors. I don't even know. But they love those people enough to give them to me to read in the morning. And I take this as an honor. So I want to thank all of y'all for, one, investing your time and your thoughts in what we're doing. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin the Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, Noma X, Pet Ma, Aram, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Mars, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek Pullian, Deluxe the Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Cheryl Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Augusta Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hansberry, Harvey Hansberry Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankston, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Rustin Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Here we go, fam. The Frida Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Lee Wooden. No, it's Charles Wooden. I don't know where I got that Lee from. Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Chris Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Florence Evans, Pamela Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Naylon Blair, Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Thomas Bradley, that's my Uncle Buki, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Toure, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstrong, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Scott, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Jean or June Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwillinan and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Janine Aaron, Nino Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Sanders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanetta, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bette Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, Jamie Foggy or J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Saunders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Brawless, Reginald Oliver, Linda Howard, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael and Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Ann Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, and Delise Waters. Am I saying that right? Delise Waters. So we have a new addition to the list. So, all right. And we lift up our glass. What we say? We say Ashe. From there we move to the present moment, family. This moment is all we have. Family, activate your reticular formations. We are looking for Ujamaa today. All right? We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move into all of our relations. We lift up the glass, we say Ashe. We move and we salute. Well, actually, this is that selfish libation. This is that selfish toast. Take the time, family. What do you need? We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, I toast the most powerful being in the room, and that is you. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm about to sip on me some ambrosia in the sea. Damn. And the changing of teas. All right, I add another tea to this one. Family. Yeah. Y'all need to start either fermenting or brewing, or, like I said, hooking up with your bro. Right, I got you. Y'all have a great day. Activate those reticular formations. We are looking for Ujamaa. And I need pictures. Peace. Peace out.